I was about to say now, with that being said, I wanted to get into what type of, what should we expect from Sister Kamala?
Wow. Oh.
Because
Oh wow.
that's what has everybody in the uproar, because she's a
Woo!
polarizing figure. There's a lot of, stories, a lot of, mixed information out there about her. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, it's all over the
Well,
chart,
the
but
chart ain't mixed
let's get into
information.
it.
The chart is clear cut. With the first thing I'm gonna go to, folks. The first thing that we look to, and I hate to do this, right? Because it's like there's rules that say, well, not all debilitations do this, not all exaltations do this. But look, there's some truths to this, right? The two planets that are the worst to have debilitated in a chart, first of all, primarily number one is Saturn. That is the worst, right? Period. And it's harder to come back from a Saturn debilitation. It just is, right? Second is Mars, right? In that order. And Mars is different for men and women, right? Because we're different in essence in how we function, and the planets do different things for different sexes. Mars is not the same for a woman as it is for a man.
Yeah.
So for a man, it's his manhood, it's his manliness, his ability to aggress, the ability to defend, to protect, and so forth. So for a man, the man's debilitation of Mars is more internalized, and it's more challenging in the sense of acquiescing that power, right? That courage, but it's still there, and it still has to be played out. But for a woman, she's not Mars naturally, right? She's Moon and Venus. So where her Mars is debilitated, it's harder for her to gain control and manage that apparatus. And so for a woman to have debilitated Mars is harder to deal with. Number one, because she usually attracts people that are combative to her, to teach her how not to fight useless battles. It creates a hair trigger, right? Mars and debilitation. And hair triggers, there's a trigger within a trigger, right? So you could pull back once and shoot the trigger and boom, right? But a hair trigger is boom, 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 right? And you can sense that readiness to attack. If you watch her, you can sense she's ready, like she's on edge, right? She has an edginess to her, right? Not only an edginess, but a downright almost. She's almost not. She's the edge. She's the edge of being combative. You can tell she pulls back because she doesn't say what's really on her mind. You can see that.
Yeah.
Right. She wants to say something else, but she knows politically being PC, I better do it this way. But trust, right? When she gets into presidency, you're going to see and feel everything that she wants to say and will do. Reason being, because number one, Mars is in the second house, right, of speech. Now, she didn't get to be a lawyer by being an idiot, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But there's a saying that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, right?
Yes.
And so when she's there, because she's already had an abuse of power in her tenure as the attorney.
Yeah.
Excuse me, as prosecuting attorney and as attorney for the state of California. So being that, we can see that she's abused power, and Mars and Cancer can abuse power. That's something that they are going to have to deal with. And it's strange because she's gotten this far with all of this abusive disposition, but it's in the right place for the right people, right, for the wrong reasons. Right? Because she's doing this, right? I mean, I hate to say it, but she'd be one of those that would have been caught you and turned you in, right? You trying to get away. She turned you in.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, no, Massa, he's over there in the bushes. right there. Right? I'm telling you straight up, she's one of those. She's not going to all of that talk about, reparations, and she said what she meant originally.
Yeah.
She said, "I'm not going to do nothing for Black people. Period." Right? Not you as a people. I'm doing something for everybody. But then she turns around and does something.
Yeah, it's her values. That second house is like, her value system is, altered.
Yeah, it's damaged.
Yeah,
right. And it's almost like she want to hurt, like somebody hurt her, so she got to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Like that Mars debilitation. And here's the thing about the Mars debilitation, folks. Mars can be at any point in debilitation in Cancer, right? It could be 0 degrees to 29 degrees. It's debilitated. But the thing about her debilitation is it's exactly at 28 degrees 1 minute. The degree of debilitation for Mars in Cancer is 28 degrees. So it's right on the degree, meaning it is deeply debilitated. Deeply debilitated, not kind of debilitated. See, let's say if it was at 12 degrees, right? You would notice some of those things, but it wouldn't be per se so apropos to be just so harsh. She wouldn't be so harsh.
Yeah.
It will soften her some. But this sucker here, man, is for real. It is debilitated. And yes, people say, well, what about the cancellations? Yeah, they're there. But let me tell you about the cancellations in this regard. So the cancellation happens, for one, because the moon is in the Kendra, or is in 1, 4, 7, or 10 from the debilitated planet, right? But it's moon. And moon is not in Capricorn, which would be, right, a debilitation cancellation. Moon is not in Libra, which would be a cancellation, right? It's in Aries. So what does that do? Well, it creates a Parvatana exchange between Moon and Mars. So now this woman is truly fiery. She does not have that kind of sensibility of a woman, the kindness, the gentleness, the reprieve, the rest that a woman provides the world, the reassurance. No.
Well, you could see in this period of time, from Moon through the Mars dasha, that she probably amassed a lot of wealth and status through that time period. She got busy.
And was throwing them in there, man.
Yeah, she was. I mean, just her climb to the